Hey Knights, welcome back to a whole new episode of The Studio.
In this week's episode, we learn more about the special education preschool program at Sossaman, this year's yearbook, a homecoming recap, and a look at Hangar Cafe.
A whole new episode of The Studio starts right now.
And now, an all-new episode of your favorite student newscast, The Studio.
I hope you're excited for a great Friday nights. I'm Grace Trejo.
And I'm Vanessa Benjon.
Today is Food Truck Friday. Enjoy some great food during A or B lunch.
On Tuesday, former Congressman Matthew Sallin visited Higley to share his journey of learning Mandarin. All of the Mandarin students came out to listen, as well as performed a few skits with what they had learned. Hey Grace, did you know that Sossaman has their very own special education preschool?
No, I didn't, but that's very cool for the kids to experience.
Yeah, for sure. There are lots of different opportunities that Ashton and Campbell went to find more about.
Primary education is important for everyone, although for some it can be less accessible. Because of that, Sue Sossaman Early Childhood Development Center has classes specifically for those with special needs ranging from autism to even just small delays.
What makes Sossaman Early Childhood Development Center so different than other schools is it's more like a family. They care more loving environment feel.
All of our programs are incredible and we do hands-on play and learning through play. The most important component that our director teaches us is the social component. And so, you know, teaching children not only how to sit at carpet and learn academics and learn letters and colors and sounds, but also fostering those relationships.
At Sossaman, we are trained on conscious discipline, which is like a positive reinforcement for kids.
A more specialized environment isn't just good for the students either, it provides peace of mind for those parents.
My favorite thing about the kids is the hugs, for sure.
I chose this job because I have a son that was in the class for 3 years here at Sossaman, and I just became part of the family, and I had learned so much with my son being in I was asked to come be a part of their team. My son Gavin was diagnosed with apraxia and autism, and with having therapies at home, we had him evaluated for a preschool, and he was able to start at the preschool here as well. I was very satisfied with bringing my son to this school. When he first started, he started nonverbal, and after 3 years going here, he was able to verbally communicate with everyone.
I truly believe that we are the best program that is out there. We use a variety of curriculums as far as Sunday and handwriting without tears and the Teach program.
We have a great team. Miss Molly and Miss Michelle and I love to work together, and it's a special job.
Our school is fantastic. I mean, it's the best preschool you could go to.
Thanks to our great teachers at Sossaman Preschool, parents can rest easy that their children will get all the benefits that they deserve so that their futures are bright. This is Campbell and Ashton signing out.
All students must be in their possession of school IDs at all times. Students with early release, please be prepared to show your ID when leaving campus.
This past Tuesday, seniors campus-wide applied for colleges in the library during their English classes. With helpers from local Arizona colleges, we're excited to see our fellow Knights planning for their futures. For all students registering online to go to New York with Mrs. Fraley, the tour number is 19 HHS NYC. The first deposit is due online before fall break. If you have any questions, please see Mrs. Fraley in room 215. This year, the yearbook class got a new teacher, Mr. Lepsock, and they all have been looking to make this year's yearbook pretty great.
Nick and Ethan stopped into room 773 to find out more about it.
Recently, Ethan and I went to Mr. Lepsock's classroom to get an inside look on Higley's amazing yearbook.
I have 21 years of graphic design experience, so eventually schools that I were at asked, hey, anybody know how to do yearbook? And I'd raise my hand and they'd ask me, so just kind of one of those natural extensions of the skills and things that I'd learned over the years of doing graphic design.
What got me interested in taking yearbook was Honestly, being able to go out and like make something for the school and like being able to talk to people and like meet new people.
We're basically just teaching them, hey, how do we take good pictures from the rule of thirds and doing some different things in regards to how we actually make things more graphically appealing and meeting our customer, which is the students at Higley High School's needs of kind of a graphics-based, a visual look to their projects, and then how we then match that with a story or human interest piece.
At the very end, when it's all done and that truck comes in with all the yearbooks and we just bring them inside, it's super relieving and it gives you a sense of accomplishment for the whole year, being able to just like, you know, work hard and finally being able to get the finished product. I think that for this year's yearbook, students are going to be surprised because we are going to add a little bit more graphics to it. We are going to use Adobe Photoshop as well as Illustrator to develop some unique things that really haven't been seen, while also honoring the traditions that we've seen in the past yearbook. People should buy this year's yearbook because every single year when we put out a yearbook, the next year we go back and look at that yearbook and we get ours graded and we get back papers that show us where we fell off and like what our flaws were for that last year's yearbook. So then we'll be able to look at that and be able to fix those flaws in the next yearbook. So every single year we're just getting better and better yearbooks over and all. This will be a pretty good yearbook.
Looks like Yearbook is making something pretty awesome. Don't forget to order one before they're sold out. This is Nick Gooch and Ethan Jones reporting from the studio.
The Foreign Language Department is offering 2 exciting trips coming up this year and next. Lily caught up with a few teachers and students to find out more.
The World Language Department is planning many trips coming in the near future. I spoke to a few students and teachers to see where they're traveling.
We are going to Quebec City, which is in Canada.
2020, we're going to China if that somebody is interested. We're in the process of signing up.
Next year, I'm going to China in March.
We'll be visiting 4 cities, the capital city, Beijing, and Xi'an, the Terracotta Warrior cities, and then my hometown, Baoji. And the last day will be Hong Kong Disneyland.
We will be ice skating. We're going to do snowshoeing, where you walk with the racket-looking shoes thing in the snow. We will do dog sledding, where the dogs are pulling you on the sled.
Last year when I went to China, my favorite part was we went to the Terracotta Warriors Museum, and it was on my birthday. And I got this picture next to all these flowers. It's so cute. I look amazing, bro. You have no idea.
Many of these trips have significance to the teachers and where they're from.
I was born and raised in Belgium. So Belgium is a country next to France and Germany, and we speak French over there. So French is my native language. So I wanted to take the students a place where they could hear French around.
It is very important that to have our students apply what they learn in the classroom in the real life setting. As a Chinese teacher, I'm from China. And then that's one of my job mission here, to educate our students, the students in America, to know about China.
I definitely recommend going on an international trip. They're a little expensive, but it's definitely worth the time and the experience that you get like out of country.
If student wants to sign up for the trip, they can come and see me. I'm in room 769.
Our information meeting will be this month, 26th, Wednesday, 6 p.m. in my room 768.
Better sign up soon before it's too late, Knights. This is Lily Barstow reporting for the studio.
This past Friday, Higley had our annual homecoming assembly in the HCPA. The assembly was filled with amazing performances from our IDC, cheer and pom, boys powder puff cheerleaders, choir, and even a special visit from Corey McCloskey with Fox News. Congratulations to Noah Montano and Grace Trejo on being crowned a king and queen.
Four, three, two, one, now. Level up, level up.
Homecoming was this past Saturday. With so many people having different experiences at the dance, Vanessa and I went around asking what their homecoming weekends entailed.
Homecoming was this past Saturday, September 15th. With a winning football game Friday night, amazing decorations, and a theme of dancing till dawn, everyone had a great time. You guys made this year's homecoming the most attended homecoming in Higley history. So I went around asking everyone about their homecoming weekend. Explain to me how the football game was, or your favorite part of the whole game.
The football game was great. Took massive dubs, you already know.
It was super fun. It was so hype. All these people, you know, they had all the water. Like, I saw some of my friends had the big old jugs and they were just throwing it around everywhere.
So tell me about what you did before the dance.
So before the dance, we all met up like at 2 in the morning. We got pictures, we went to Serrano's, and then we just kind of hung out and went to the dance.
Before the dance, I met up with my friends. We got ready, then we went to Chick-fil-A, and we were probably there for almost like 2 hours, just eating and having fun.
Explain to me how the dance was, like when you got there, everything about it, just how the ultimate night went.
For me, it was my first homecoming because I didn't go last year, and it was so much fun, and I can't imagine not going to any other ones because it's just a great experience.
At the dance, man, it was sweaty. I mean, some of my friends, they had sweat dripping down their hair. It was gross, but I mean, it was fun. Definitely won't forget my senior homecoming.
There were some pretty great homecoming royalty nominees this year, but Grace Trejo and Noah Montano were pretty excited about winning their senior year. So I went out and asked them about this experience. Tell me about one thing you always remember about winning royalty.
One thing that I'll always remember is when we had to walk down the field, like at the game, and all like the cheerleaders and the color guard was there, and it looked super cool in pictures and stuff.
Tell me about the best part of winning.
The best part was during halftime, riding around in the Jeep with Grace and going on the field, you know, like she said.
My favorite part, or the best part, was just winning with him, you know, it was more special.
Tommy King and Queen in, Noah Montano and Grace Trejo.
Homecoming is full of so many fun events, and I'm so glad you all had a great time. This is Vanessa reporting for The Studio.
Higley now has an exclusive thread wallet and lanyard available for purchase at the bookstore or at varsity football games. The cost is $15 for the thread wallet and $10 for the lanyard.
Hey Grace, have you ever seen Stranger Things?
Yes, I have.
Do you remember the game they were playing at the beginning of the show?
Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah. A group of kids around Higley recently started a Dungeons and Dragons club. Nadia went out to their last meeting to learn more about this unique club.
There's a lot of clubs that joined this year at Higley, but there is one brand new club that has sparked many students wanting to join. The D&D club rolled into this year with a large number of students joining in on the fun experience. The president explains their reason for starting the club.
Really, I made it into a club because I've been playing D&D for years, and it's something that I've always really enjoyed doing with my friends. D&D is where people create custom characters in a fantasy world. At the very beginning, the Dungeon Master will explain a scenario that the characters are in, and from there the characters have to decide what to do and how to handle that situation, and it just goes from there.
There's a lot that goes on into playing D&D, including creating your own character and what role you play in this interactive story.
Before you make a campaign, you have to make everyone's characters and make sure everyone knows the rules and how everything works. There are actually two ways to make a story. There are a lot of pre-made stories that you can get online, or you could just try and be really creative and make your own story.
Mr. DeCoste is a choir teacher here at Higley who sponsors the new D&D club. He is a fan of the game and what the students have done to get this far.
The club has been a work in progress. Through time, we finally now have started it. When I was in high school, it was one of the things anyway that I do know that it did keep me out of trouble completely, and it also helped me express just openly like who I am as a person, which is a gamer. When it comes to D&D and students, I think it's a really great thing for them to have that opportunity to express who they are as a person, and I can certainly recommend this club to anybody. It won't be for everybody because not everyone is as open and free to just kind of get out of the box like that. That's not easy for everyone to do, but to be honest, it's really an everybody kind of thing. So it really is an open thing for anyone. You just have to be willing to try it.
Coming from the studio, I'm Nadia Garshow.
Best Buddies had their first lunch party of the year on Wednesday the 12th. The parties are once a month during both lunches in the library and features games, crafts, and many more exciting activities.
In Chandler, there is a local restaurant called Hangar Cafe. With delicious food and being right by the airport, Taylor and Carson flew over to see what it's all about.
Hangar Cafe is a local brunch spot found on Chandler Municipal Airport. Karsten and I decided to talk to some workers to learn more about this airport restaurant.
20 years this year. We've won Best Breakfast in Chandler for the last 3 years in a row, which is really cool. So, just gradually kind of grows, gets bigger and bigger. And like I said, we're kind of hidden back here, so people don't really know we're here. So it's fun every day we get people that tell us, oh, I didn't even know you were here. I've lived in Chandler for 10, 15, 20 years or whatever. So
everybody loves it. Kids love it. It's unique. Most people come here to see the planes, and mostly, the kids love it. But we get to meet a lot of the pilots. We get to see a lot of cool things out here.
Emily and Amy have been working here for 6 years and both enjoy the food as well as seeing their customers.
I love our customers, and I love the owners too, and I've made so many really good friends. That's one of the best parts about it, but mostly our customers. We look for them daily to come in, and yeah.
We get tons of students here from all kinds of high schools. It's actually pretty fun. So guys usually coming in groups, but we just have awesome food. I mean, breakfast is what we're known for, but lunch is really great too. So we just get, like if you like sweeter stuff, French toast is awesome. We're kind of known for gravy, so we do like biscuits and gravy. We got airport burritos. We get lots of football players in here getting like huge meals, eating like, 100 eggs each, and you don't feel like you have to rush out of here, and it's easy too. Most of them come in on breaks, eat, head out back to class or whatever is going on.
Be sure to vote for the Hangar Cafe. They've been nominated at the East Valley Tribune for the Best of the Best award, and go to this website and you have 9 days to do it.
Make sure to go vote for them Knights, and be sure to check them out the next time you need a good bite to eat. This is Taylor and Karsten reporting for the studio.
That's all we have for you this week, Knights. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at the Studio HHS.
Your favorite newscast will be back again next Friday. Have a great weekend, and go Knights!